I will show you fear in a handful of sand.
Welcome to my guide for Sand If you want to know more about Sand I've done a showcase for him that you can view here. In this guide I'll be going over what Sand does well and not so well, when and why you should pick him, including counters, who he's good with and good against, followed by skill build and item builds, and then just finishing with the playstyles and what to do as a Sand King. Firstly, what does Sand King do well? Well, the answer to that is a lot of things. He can split push, gank and team fight, farms very fast with a few levels, hard to kill and creates a lot of space with a few core items. Great, but SK isn't perfect. He sucks in range. The range on Burrow Striker is very low level 1. He can't farm well until much later, level 3. His starting intelligence is bad and his int gain is very mediocre. And as a support, he can't support in lane. All of these things make him a greedy support and a weak offlaner. So you can't just pick SK whenever, or your team will suffer in the early game for sure. So when do you pick him? So I made this flowchart. Can your other support protect your carry versus their offlane? Well, if the answer is yes, then you're good, so long as your offlane is fine solo against them. If no, well that's when things get a little more tricky. Can you play as the offlane versus their safe lane? If so, go hard. If not, oh well. Better luck next game. So your carry has a good support, and your offlane isn't going to feed. Great, but SK has counters. Some of them are unplayable. Do they have Zeus? So hard to play against Zeus as Sand King. It changes your playstyle completely. You become squishy, vulnerable, and unreliable initiator. Static Field is a bastard for any blink heroes. Add the fact that he can reveal you whenever he wants, and cancel your blink from global range. Fucking sucks. Naga Siren. You get the dream epi, then she presses R and the fight's over. It's hard as Sand King, it doesn't get any easier as the game continues either. Tusk is similar, but it requires some real skill. Any global abilities from heroes like Nature's Prophet, Silencer, and Spectre, especially when she gets her Radiance, can be really hard to deal with as Sand King. But in general though, all skill shot stuns and silencers from heroes like Lion, Tiny Pudge and Earthshaker are also a dick to deal with. Some special mentions have to go to Wraith King. Although you can dodge his stun, you tend to burst him, then he comes back alive and kills you. RIP. Slardar is super annoying. Once he spots you, he can keep an eye on you and reveal you from your sandstorm. Lifestealer can dodge all of your damage with Rage and Infest if it's good. Pugna can make you very sad with Nether Ward. And finally, don't last pick a Sand King into a Huskar. You do absolutely no damage to him at all. At all. Well shit, so when can I pick Sand King? Well, when the stars align, he is great with Darkseer. Can solo off lane in most cases, builds mech and arcanes naturally. You tend to peak around the same time as the game, so you're fully set up for 5-man team wipes. Magnus also builds arcanes most of the time, and the combos can literally team wipe. Ooh, and Naga Siren makes setup so easy in team fights. It's a breeze with some coordination, not to mention support Nagas also buy arcanes. And finally, when do you want to ban Sand King? Or when you've got any of these heroes? Phantom Lancer. You can dodge Lance and blow him up in a team fight. Veil reveals a real one, so it makes it super core. The same goes for Chaos Knight. PA. Magic don't give a shit about evasion, and you can get away from her so easily. Terrorblade. You have plenty of wind to blow him down, and he can't sunder what he can't see. And the last one is Tidehunter. This is because Tide usually jumps in first. You're normally at the back of a team fight and can dodge his Ravage, then counter initiate. Other than that, slow projectile disables like these are so easy to dodge. Melee heroes tend to group up a lot, making multi-hero stuns easy. Sweet, so you're in game. What's my skill build? I almost always get Burrow Strike level 1. You're greedy enough as it is as a hero, so be useful for your team and use your most valuable skill. Then get Sandstorm at level 2 and 3. After that you alternate between Sandstorm and Burrow Strike until level 6. You can get Epi at level 6, but you usually won't have Blink and the mana pool for it. I get it at level 7 or 8. Then just max Burrow Strike and Sandstorm, At level 10 get stats, then ulti whenever you can. Alright, now items. Starting items are boots, tangos and a clarity. Sand King gets more value out of boots first than most heroes. Not only does it help you move around the jungle and stack camps, but with the stun being such short range, it can really help you pick up first blood. You can pull some tangos at the start of the game, but against a Bloodseeker, I'd advise you just keep them. And clarity is the most value out of 50 gold Sand King can get from the store, because you can regen your mana while you are farming. After that you get Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger is core on Sand King, always. Where my build differs is Tranquil Boots. 90% of the time I will buy Tranquils. It allows you to farm on the map constantly. You have higher movement speed for your stun, and makes you more tanky for when you're in the thick of things. Not to mention that you can get off your full combo without breaking your regen. Nice. The other 10% of the time I will buy Arcanes. If your team needs the mana and no one else is buying them, pick them up. It's more for them than for you. With Tranquils, you do have a mana problem. Sol Ring solves that for you. You regen mana while in Sandstorm and allows you to get off clutch burrow strikes. If your team has a few mana boots, getting a wand is a good replacement. Once you have these items, help your team. Buy some goddamn wards. Your only other core item every game is Veil. Always Veil over Ags. Their damage, utility, cost, and even stats to an extent are better. I would only buy Ags if I was balling out of control, for the lower cooldown. All other items are situational. First item after the early game is either Yules or Force Staff. Yules gives you the most utility, but against some lineups like Pudge and Zeus, Force Staff is definitely better. After that, buy your Veil. Then Shivas if you went Tranquils, and Guardian Greaves if you went Arcanes. BKB and Octarine Core are good too. Any utility is good on SK from there though, so don't be afraid to buy what your team needs. Now finally, what makes a good Sand King player and what makes a great Sand King player?
Oh fuck!
Sand King is a great counter initiator. He can initiate, but due to the nature of Epicenter, the timing is harder. When you stun 2 people, not 1. It makes a big difference. Don't die. I know you jump in and everything, but you have a great escape. With Blink, Burrow Strike, Sandstorm, Yules, even Force Staff, farm greedily when you can. And lastly, Epi has a deceptively short cooldown for a big teamfight ultimate. Don't be afraid of using it on a single target to set up a push. Hey guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you really like Sand King, I've got a Sand King jungle guide and a few replay analysis videos coming out in the next couple of days. So if you really like Sand King, I definitely think you should subscribe to my channel. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.